Welcome. Today we delve into a conversation that society often shies away from. In a world where we are increasingly connected, it's ironic how certain topics remain isolated, untouched, and cloaked in stigma. Mental health, suicide, and substance abuse are among these topics. They cast long shadows over our communities, affecting not just the individuals who struggle with them, but also their loved ones and the society at large. Just imagine, every day you pass by people on the street, colleagues at work, or even family members at home, all carrying their silent battles. These battles are often fought behind closed doors, away from prying eyes, where the depth of their struggle remains unseen and unheard. Our aim today is to shed light on these issues, to bring them out of the dark corners and into the open where they can be addressed. We're not just talking about statistics or abstract concepts. We're talking about real people, real lives, and real struggles. The purpose of this video is threefold. First, we want to spread awareness. We want to give you an understanding of the magnitude and the gravity of these issues that lurk beneath the surface of our society. We'll provide you with hard-hitting facts and figures, but we'll also share personal stories, real-life experiences that will hopefully strike a chord and resonate with you. Secondly, we aim to provide resources. Knowledge is power, but it's only useful if it's actionable. We'll provide you with information on where to seek help, how to recognize the signs, and what to do if you or someone you know is struggling. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, we want to instill hope. The journey may be long and hard, but recovery is possible. Healing is possible. There are countless stories of resilience and triumph over adversity that we hope will inspire and encourage those who are currently walking this path. This is a conversation that needs to be had, a silence that needs to be broken. So join us on this journey as we explore, learn, and grow together. Stay tuned as we unravel the unspoken truths. Every journey begins with a step. Here's a story of resilience and recovery. Imagine the world as a canvas, vibrant and full of life. Now, imagine that same world drained of its colors, leaving only shades of gray. That's what it feels like to be trapped in the throes of depression. The world doesn't stop. It merely becomes a blur of monochrome. This was the reality for Anna, a lively woman in her early 30s. Anna's journey began in her teenage years, when she first started to feel a deep-seated sadness that she couldn't shake off. It was like a cloud hanging over her head, raining on her parade of life. She didn't understand it, and neither did her friends or family. They attributed it to teenage angst, not realizing that it was far more serious. As she grew older, the cloud became a storm. It got to a point where she couldn't get out of bed, couldn't eat, couldn't even bring herself to smile. It was around this time that she began to entertain thoughts of ending her life. It was a dark period filled with feelings of emptiness and despair. Substance abuse soon followed. Alcohol became her solace, her escape from the relentless storm within her. It numbed her pain, but it also deepened her depression, creating a vicious cycle that was hard to break. But Anna was a fighter. One day she decided that she couldn't live like this anymore. She took that first crucial step and reached out for help. It was far from easy. There were days when she wanted to give up, days when the storm seemed too powerful to withstand. But with each passing day, she learned to weather the storm. Through therapy and medication, she gradually found her way back. She learned to recognize her triggers, to manage her symptoms, and most importantly, to love herself again. It was a long and arduous journey, but Anna persevered. Today she stands as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of resilience and recovery. This story is a testament to human resilience in the face of adversity. Now let's look at the bigger picture. How widespread are these issues? We often think of mental health issues, suicide, and substance abuse as isolated incidents, personal battles waged behind closed doors. But the truth is, these struggles are far more prevalent than we might imagine. They're not just individual tragedies. They're an unseen epidemic sweeping across our society. Consider this. 1 in 4 people worldwide will be affected by mental or neurological disorders at some point in their lives. That's nearly 2 billion people grappling with conditions like depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, or schizophrenia. Picture the entire populations of India and China combined. That's the scale we're talking about, but it doesn't stop there. Globally, close to 800,000 people die due to suicide every year. That's one person every 40 seconds. Think about it. By the time you finish making a cup of coffee, another life is lost to the desperation of mental anguish. And then, there's substance abuse. More than 250 million people, or roughly 3% of the world's population, used drugs at least once in 2023. And of these, over 29 million people suffer from drug use disorders. That's more than the entire population of Australia. These numbers can feel overwhelming, but it's crucial to remember that each statistic represents a human being. Each one is a person with dreams, hopes, and loved ones. Each one is someone who might be sitting next to you on the bus, working in the office across the hall, or living in the house next door. These issues are not confined to any one demographic or geography. They touch every corner of our world, reaching into every community, every home. They are pervasive, but they are also largely unseen, hidden behind a veil of silence and stigma. These numbers are not just statistics. They represent real people, real lives. Let's acknowledge this unseen epidemic and work together to bring it into the light, because only then can we begin to address it effectively. Understanding is the first step to acceptance. Let's hear from an expert. Navigating the world of mental health can be complex, and that's why we've invited a seasoned professional to shed some light on this topic. Our expert today is Dr. Jane Doe, a renowned psychologist who's been working in the field for over 20 years. Dr. Doe, could you help us understand some of the warning signs of mental health issues and substance abuse? Absolutely. It's important to know that these symptoms can manifest differently in everyone. However, common signs might include a sudden change in behavior, withdrawal from social activities, and noticeable shifts in mood or energy levels. For substance abuse, look out for unexplained changes in appearance, secretive behavior, or a sudden need for money. That's insightful, Dr. Doe. How about treatment options? What resources are available for those seeking help? Well, treatment for mental health and substance abuse issues is highly individualized. It can involve medication, psychotherapy, support groups, or a combination of these. It's crucial to consult with a healthcare provider to discuss the best course of action. Resources such as local mental health clinics, online support communities, and national hotlines can provide immediate help. Dr. Doe, there's a lot of stigma and misconceptions surrounding these issues. Could you address some of them? Sure, one of the biggest misconceptions is that mental health issues and substance abuse are signs of weakness or a lack of willpower. This is far from the truth. These are complex conditions that involve a combination of genetic, biological, environmental, and psychological factors. The stigma attached to these issues often prevents individuals from seeking the help they need. It's crucial to debunk these myths and foster a culture of understanding and empathy. Many of us may know someone who's struggling but are unsure of how to support them. Could you share some advice? Absolutely. The first step is to approach them with empathy and without judgment. Listen to their concerns and affirm their feelings. Encourage them to seek professional help and reassure them that it's okay to do so. Remember, you don't have to have all the answers or fix everything. Sometimes just being there can make a world of difference. Thank you, Dr. Doe, for your insightful answers. Your expertise is invaluable in our quest to understand and address these issues better. As we wrap up this segment, let's remember that mental health and substance abuse issues can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, or background. It's crucial to stay informed, be vigilant of the signs, and know where to seek help. And above all, let's remember that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to one's strength and resilience. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Recovery is not a straight line. Let's explore some real-life journeys. In the world of mental health and substance abuse, every story is unique, every struggle personal. And yet, there's a thread of commonality that binds them all: the human capacity for resilience. Take the story of Lily. Lily battled severe depression and anxiety for most of her teenage years. She found herself turning to alcohol as a means to cope, not realizing that she was spiraling into a cycle of dependency. It took a near-death experience for her to realize that she needed help. Lily sought treatment, and though the road was fraught with challenges, she emerged stronger. Today she works as a mental health advocate, using her story to inspire others who are walking the same thorny path she once trod. Then there's the journey of Chris. Chris was a successful businessman who seemingly had it all, but beneath the surface, he was struggling with a crippling opioid addiction. It took a toll on his career, his relationships, his very life. He hit rock bottom, losing everything he held dear. But Chris didn't give up. He sought help, went through rehabilitation, and gradually rebuilt his life. Today, Chris runs a nonprofit organization that helps others struggling with substance abuse. His story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome even the darkest of obstacles. And we have Laura, a young woman who grappled with suicidal thoughts after a series of traumatic experiences. She felt isolated, misunderstood, on the brink of despair. But Laura reached out, she sought help, and she found it. With the right support and treatment, she found her way back from the edge. She discovered a newfound strength within herself and a desire to help others who might be feeling the same despair. Today, Laura is a trained counselor, using her experiences to empathize with, support, and guide others through their darkest hours. These stories, while unique, highlight a universal truth. Recovery is possible. It's not easy, it's not quick, it's not linear, but it's achievable. Each one of these individuals faced their demons, sought help, and found a way to turn their pain into purpose. They stand as beacons of hope for others who may be struggling, silently suffering. Let these narratives serve as a reminder that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to admit you're not okay. And above all, it's okay to hope. Because no matter how dark the night, the dawn always follows. Each one of us has the capacity to overcome, to heal, to grow. And in our struggles we find our strength. Everyone's path is unique, but there's always hope. Together we can make a difference. Here's what you can do. As we near the end of our journey today, let's take a moment to reflect on the key takeaways. We've heard personal stories, explored the unseen epidemic, and gained insights from experts. We've seen that mental health issues, suicidal thoughts, and substance abuse can affect anyone, anywhere. But most importantly, we've seen that recovery is possible, and that hope is never lost. There are many resources available to help navigate these challenges. Mental health hotlines offer immediate assistance, and they're staffed by professionals who are trained to listen without judgment. Support groups, both online and in person, provide a compassionate community of people who understand what you're going through. Treatment centers offer professional care, tailored to each person's unique needs. The importance of seeking help can't be overstated. Whether you're struggling with mental health issues, suicidal thoughts, or substance abuse, reaching out for help is the first step on the road to recovery. It's not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. Equally, if you know someone who may be struggling, your support can make a world of difference. Reach out, listen, be there. Remember that even small acts of kindness can have a big impact. And if you're unsure how to help, don't hesitate to consult a mental health professional. In closing, let's remind ourselves that it's okay not to be okay, that each of us at some point will face challenges. But it's through these challenges that we grow, that we become stronger. And in facing them together, we can break the silence that too often surrounds mental health. So let's take the lessons we've learned today and use them to create a more compassionate, understanding world. Let's encourage open conversations about mental health, suicide, and substance abuse. Let's ensure that no one has to face these challenges alone. Remember, it's okay not to be okay. You're not alone. Let's break the silence together. Thank you for joining us in this vital conversation. Your attention and understanding is the first step towards breaking the silence around mental health, suicide, and substance abuse. Remember, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to talk about it. Let's work together to spread awareness about these critical issues. Share this video with your friends, family, colleagues, or anyone who might benefit from this information. Let them know that they are not alone and that there is hope, resilience, and recovery. No one should have to suffer in silence. We each have the power to make a difference. By opening up the conversation, we can help to eradicate stigma, offer support, and potentially save lives. Together we can break the silence. Until next time, take care.